Welcome, everybody, back to another Age of Radio Mercury live stream, live from Tucson Comic-Con. We are coming live at you 29th, 30th, and 31st. We are doing our last interview today, and we're actually going to cut it down a little bit and have a little bit more back and forth fun conversation, and then we're going to get this guest back on Sunday as well. But this is Kyle, also known as Ravencraft Cosplay on social media, and he has an amazing, amazing outfit that we are going to talk about. I just wanted you to see the entire thing. I also want Chuck to show this bow up here, and then maybe I'll have Kyle do some weird movements. Yeah, so that's a bow, I'm assuming. It shoots stuff, which we're going to talk to Kyle about here in a moment, and Chuck's going to do a little, I guess, demonstration of bow. And then do you want to show the finger, like show some more of the stuff here, and then we'll get the helmet off of you, and we'll have a fun conversation, Kyle. Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. And again, we couldn't mic. We're working on different miking things when we do the cosplay artists. Chuck, can you show the helmet up there real quick? And I'll get this on, and don't break his equipment. And Kyle is a prop maker as well, and we're going to do some great conversation with him on Sunday as well, because we had to cut some stuff short. We had some technical difficulties today, but the good news is we are able to talk to him now and then again on Sunday as well. How are you feeling? You look a little stiff.
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to do this one sitting down.
Yeah.
I know the last one we did with this armor, I stood up, but we now have some chairs and inside air conditioned.
Yeah, so we've done this before,
Yeah.
and my memory gets away from me a lot, especially when we do interviews and then with cosplay costumes. So who are you cosplaying as today? Where is it from? And tell me a little bit about the making of this specific costume.
Yeah, for sure. This is the Daedric armor from Skyrim.
Nice. We did this one. Didn't we do
it
this
at,
one?
the library.
The library at
The-
Wasn't it at Glendale?
It was Libicon.
Okay, got it.
Libicon.
Was it Glendale?
I think it was the Glendale one because the Tempe one I was the Green Goblin.
Correct. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was the Glendale LibCon, which we'll be at. Are you going to be there again this year?
If you can get me the information, I might be.
I will work on that
Because I don't have the information for them. I will be at FanCon though.
which is the Tempe one.
Yes.
And I will be there.
Yeah, that's the bigger one. But
Yeah, I love that one. But
Yeah,
I'd love to
both
see
of
you
them
at
are very
Glendale as
fun.
well. If there's anything that I can do to help to get you there too,
Yeah,
besides
for sure.
get you the information, because you're a native of Tucson.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Well, are you a native of Tucson, or you just live here?
Well, I moved here when I was 27, I think.
Yeah.
Had a issue with where I was living in
Yeah.
Michigan, and I like it down here better.
Yeah.
Communities are better,
Community's great down here.
Yeah.
And again, we're getting off track. And that's what happens when you wing an interview, because we're going to save some of the other questions that I have for Kyle for Sunday. But Kyle, go ahead and tell me a little bit about what's going on with the who you are, where it's from again,
sure.
from Skyrim, and then kind of how you made it and what made you want to do this one.
Yeah, so this is the Daedric armor from Skyrim. It is all 3D printed except for some of the leather bits here. We didn't have our sewing machine working, so I glued these all together.
Nice.
I mean, that's cosplay.
That's what cosplay is. You got to be
Sometimes
resourceful.
you got to roll with the punches.
You got to roll, and even with tech, like today, we just been rolling with punches.
Yeah,
and
I mean
here we are.
that's
And we
how it
made
is
happen.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all 3D printed except for some bits, and like the fingers just come straight off. So it's ease of use for me. You can try that on if you want to.
Let me see.
It's a middle finger.
Hey, Chuck, where you at? Oh, let's do this. It's a kid's show.
Yeah, it's a
I
kid's
keep
show.
saying that. Where did Chuck go? Hey, Jinx, can you come here real quick? Do you want? Can you fit this on your finger and show it to the camera? Yeah, I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could have just got up.
It's a little big for her.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But look at that.
And
That's
you can,
really cool.
You can
And
move
that's
your finger
3D
around
printed.
a little bit if you want to. Yeah, it works.
So how
kind
the
of.
bending? How did you do the bending with it being 3D printed?
So I'll show you with another one. You see that in there? It's just an elastic strap.
Oh, so you have elastic in it,
Yeah,
and then
so
you
it
just
bends
have
and then
them on
pops
different
back.
pieces of them,
Yep.
and then you put that together, so that did that.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Jinx.
And a lot of people don't know how to do the fingers, so it's almost like medieval gauntlets were done. They
Yeah.
did it in lathes along a leather piece, and then they attached that to the glove or the gauntlet or the you know. Yeah, so I kind of took inspiration from that, and then these are not actually from the Daedric armor.
Okay.
These are from Final Fantasy. They're Vincent from Final Fantasy's
okay.
gloves.
Yep.
But this file set didn't come with hands, so I had to do something. And I thought that these kind of fit the vibe.
That's really cool. So
Yeah.
being resourceful again.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about you know, you just got to do what you can.
So this one doesn't. We're inside, and it's
Yeah.
maybe cool inside. Is this one hot? Is this hot to you right now,
It's
or is it
actually
not that
too
bad?
It's not too bad. In these gets a little warm because they're pretty tight on me.
Got it.
In the armor, I actually get a lot of updraft.
Got it.
I mean, kids show, so we won't
Yeah.
be showing all that. But
yeah, kids show.
I
Well,
do get,
okay. So just so you know, I keep calling it a
I know.
family show, but we say all kinds of stuff
Oh,
on here.
I'm sure.
I'm sure the
But yeah.
families are like, "What is he talking about?"
I get a little updraft, and it's nice because it gets into the armor and kind
got
of
it. Got
rotates
it.
around.
And rotates the
yeah,
air out.
it's better at like because I wear this to the Renaissance Festival almost every year.
Wow.
And it's better there because you get the breeze and it just comes straight up my armor and out the top. And, you know, other than being a little heavy on your shoulders, it's not bad.
Do you? And I am so sorry. I need to remember your girlfriend's name.
Mary.
Mary. Yes. And I'm like, I think it's M something. And I was
Yeah,
like, what
yeah,
is it, Mary? So I'm gonna work on that because we continue to have build our relationship together
sure.
doing these. But Mary's your handler.
Yes.
But she didn't have to handle you over
No,
here.
this one I don't have to have handling
Okay.
at all. I can go to up and down escalators and everything because the helmet, I can just tilt up a little bit and I can see perfectly. And the helmet has really good visibility. I'll try to show you if I can. So you can look through
see.
there toward the camera. Just look through one of the eye holes.
Oh yeah, you could
It's
be
just
you could be good with
sunglasses.
this. Yeah.
It's actually great for when it's sunny out at the Renaissance Festival.
Right. That's awesome.
'Cause
That's
it's
cool.
mainly just sunglasses.
So all this is 3D printed.
Yeah.
How long did this one take you to put together?
About 2 months.
2 months. So that includes getting the file to
sanding.
print. Then
Yeah.
you have to sand it all down. Then you have to, I'm assuming, put some kind of coat on it.
Yeah.
Then you have to paint it.
Yeah, I mean, you put like a filler primer on there.
Got it.
After you sand it, and that's not the only way to do it. Obviously, there are hundreds of ways to
Right.
do these. What I do is I sand it all down with about an 80 grit, and then I go up to 120. Then I go to a 320. Then I filler prime it, 320 again, and then I paint.
Nice.
And,
Nice.
and it all depends on what you need done. Like you can see some of the fillers in here,
Yep.
the reds. This has been beat up, you know.
Yeah. Now the first time I interviewed you was last year at UWuCon.
Yeah.
And are you and you were the Death Scythe Gundam.
Yeah, Death Scythe
with
Gundam.
with amazing. And you have the light up piece.
Yeah.
Now you made the bow that we showed earlier.
Yes, I did.
Right. But and you also made was the Death Scythe. You made that.
Yeah,
with
I made that.
The electronics in it.
Yeah.
Right.
So what that was just 13 feet of LEDs.
Right.
Put into a 3D printed shell
Yeah.
and then glued together, but you couldn't see the glue lines because of the LED being
Right,
so
right,
bright.
right.
It was blindingly bright too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. In fact, you can go on our right now. Those aren't on our YouTube at Age of Radioverse. When we did those, we were doing them all just live on Instagram. So they're somewhere on the Instagram feed. We're working
Yeah.
on putting all those into playlists inside of YouTube now that this is being streamed to multiple different YouTube and X accounts, YouTube, X, and Facebook accounts. But so you do all the props yourself. So you make props. You do the props yourself. Something like the Death Scythe gun, or like with the bow. How long did that take? Did you have? Was that a 3D printed file also?
Yeah, that's a 3D printed file. I can't remember where I got it from, but I get a lot of my files. I don't make a lot of them. I'm going to start learning more modeling.
Right. Is that would that be doing like CAD drawing or
Yeah.
Or do they do CAD files or is it a different type of file? I know nothing about 3D printing.
It's an STL, a stereolithography
Got
file.
it.
But it's based off of CAD files.
Got
normally,
it.
And then they remesh them and make it so it's printable.
Got it.
Like so as long as we're here, I'm gonna try to show you some of the more, because I never really get to show you how things are made. We
yeah, that's a
usually
good
just
point.
kind of talk.
You know
and
what we should do? We should have a segment where I come to your house and have you making something.
that's fine.
That would be fun.
I just got a house, so it's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
I got a
nice!
big old house.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So if you look in here, do you see that line, the weld line?
is it this?
The line that's right
You're
here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is actually two pieces,
Got it.
and I had to weld it together and make it so it's smooth, and then I had to hide that
And
line on the
then
other
you
side
put-
because
yep.
that's on the other side too.
Yep.
But
You
I
see
filled
down
it
there.
all.
That is really cool.
Again, I don't know if we can show people that too well, but there's tons of tutorials on YouTube about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to put it back on, but
Yeah.
so I'll see if
Here,
I
let me
can.
see. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can.
I
do
was
it.
about to say you can.
I had a Chuck, but I don't know where he went.
He's being lazy.
Yeah. So, it
if
looks
you
like
turn
that,
it,
so there's the well.
yeah, right there. You can
Yep.
begin to see it there.
Yep.
So that was all on the outside as well because I had to weld it together so it won't ever break apart. So
Yeah.
it's one homogeneous piece now. But
Yeah.
to then fill and prime that, you have to sand it all down and fill it all out so that it's almost invisible. Like, I know where it is, obviously, because I see it.
Yeah.
But that's just because I was the one who made it.
Right,
Nobody
right.
else sees that.
Yeah.
Just like nobody else sees how crummily done the boots are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But it looks amazing.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this right before. I'm actually remaking this whole outfit.
Yeah, so you brought that up because we're looking. I can see monitors now because
Yeah.
we have Dustin. So not only can I see the StreamYard, Dustin sees the StreamYard. I see Blackmagic Design
Yeah,
cameras.
yeah, yeah.
It looks pretty good on camera. This one specifically.
Yeah, I was
but
saying that when we sat down. I was
Right,
like,
you
man,
said
that looks good.
Yeah,
on
you're like, it
camera.
looks freaking
Why am
good.
I bothering?
But and this is a pretty good representation. I mean, we do have brighter lights.
Yeah.
So that can be helping with it, getting the lighting to make it look good as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
But so why do you want to you're gonna remake the whole thing?
Yeah, I've already got it all printed actually.
Wow.
So I've already done most of the work except for the helmet and the boots. But the gauntlets will have a silver piece. Like, you kind of see how I did this.
Yep.
This is going to move up to here, and these will be a silver plate, and it'll be a little bit raised. It'll have Nordic writing all around here.
Oh, that'll
and
be
all around
cool.
the other sides, and the shins will have it as well.
That's really cool.
And these will look like riveted pieces.
Nice.
It's going to be
so you're
really,
upgrading
really cool. Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So it's
for
not
sure.
like you're just I mean, this still looks really cool, and maybe you can keep it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do like an original
It'll
or
be my
like an
Renaissance
archive
outfit.
thing, right? And then you can have the new one. But that's really cool. So all still 3D printing. That
Yes.
you're going to make this one. And has this been the one that's been taking your time? Because the last one that you made that I saw you at Tempe FanCon with was the Green Goblin.
Yes.
And that was freaking amazing. Especially, we have the shot of you. I need to find the shot and get it out more, but I have the shot of you on the actual board.
Yeah,
that he
on the
has,
glider.
On the glider.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
They were going to let me bring it and ride it around as a hoverboard. They would have let me do that here. I
Yeah.
don't know. They're insane.
Yeah, well, that's,
Why would you
Hey,
let me do
Brian,
that?
Brian Polito, one of the
Yeah, no,
owners,
no.
he was very adamant that this is being about the community.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
for
being
sure.
about the community. If I have it,
I'll run down the community.
yeah,
What are you
it's real.
talking
It's
about?
his thing is really
No,
really cool
no,
if you get a chance.
I love Tucson Comic Con because they are very cosplay friendly.
Yeah.
here. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it only because of the helmet. If I could wear the goggles, I might do it.
Yeah.
But
Now, I know we're coming up on the end of time here because the con's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to
for
shut
sure.
down. But I do want to talk about. So you were last time that I spoke with you, you were in a group called Heroes United.
Yes.
And so since then, you've actually branched off and started your own cosplay group
Yes.
called Arizona Cosplay. But it's actually like for a cause,
Like, yeah,
CAU,
cause.
like a
Yeah.
cause, which is actually I thought was really a really interesting name for it and
Yeah.
very
I mean-
purposeful because of what you specifically. Ever since I've met you, one of the things that I think I gravitate towards you for, at least being, very vocal about having you on these shows and every time that I do one, if I can, is because you are always constantly trying to raise money for something.
Yes.
It's always about the cause that you're raising. And so to have that name Arizona Cosplay, that seems very fitting for the time that I've known you.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, we did not come up with the term cosplay. That's a term used in the charity
For
community.
charity stuff,
and,
yeah.
And we
See,
you know,
and there
we
he's being
obviously-
humble now. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the first time that I've heard it in that way. And he's like, well,
No,
it's
yeah, we definitely didn't come up with
it's
that.
a thing. Yeah.
We just decided to use it as a example of what we do because it is very, like you said, very on point to what we do.
Yep.
We try to do hospital visits where we can because
Yeah.
it's not just raising money; it's donating our time too.
Correct, yeah.
Because-
to create a nice, beautiful experience for
Yeah,
people.
yeah, and it's a big deal for us, and it always has been, just to push out there a good message. Whereas, not everybody does that, and nothing against anybody who doesn't. It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But for us, it gives me that reason to be on the planet.
Yeah.
Because
See,
I have
that's
been looking for a
awesome.
reason for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I got into this, and I was like, you know what? I can do more with that.
Yeah.
I can do more with that.
And that's what I think one of the things, too, is beautiful about the journey that I've had over the last year, meeting more people in cosplay and doing more of these interviews, is like I find that doing the cosplay and the experience that the cosplayers provide really can help create purposefulness and missions for the individual, for the cosplayers themselves. And I hear that as a continued theme too from a lot of people that I speak to, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And even for like your journey and you help getting into it and to where you're at now. So what is it like for you now running, like, I know that you had been a part of running the groups, but now
Yeah.
this is a main group that you run.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is that like for you? How many people are involved with it, and how are you getting people involved with it? Like, are you reaching out to cosplayers you know, or what does that piece look like to build this new group that you have?
So it's a case-by-case thing.
Yeah.
Like Danielle and Brandon, I found them in a cosplay repair lounge,
Wow.
and we were talking, and then I saw them again later in the con, and we talked a little bit more, and they seemed really cool, and I asked them if they would be interested because I had already been following them on Instagram.
Right.
And they were very into it because they had been looking for something like this.
Yeah.
That does all the different characters and stuff like that, so they're not limited to what they can and can't do, which is a big part of it. I believe that there's niches for that because this character isn't something that you could just do with anything.
Yeah.
And it's really fun for me to do the characters that people don't always know. But as far as recruiting goes, some of them were people that had the same issues as I did on why I separated. Some of them are some of those people. I gave them a place to go.
Yeah.
I never try to take anybody from anywhere.
Right.
And not gonna bad talk anybody for anything.
Of course.
And that's we all in the cosplay community need to just kind of mellow out on all the dramas and stuff like that because especially in the charity side of things, we're all there for the same reason.
Yeah.
We're all there for the kids and for the special needs adults. And actually, if you have a quick minute for a cool story.
Yeah, of course.
Last year, it was at this con, and they do an event called Little Heroes. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay, so tomorrow morning, and it was Saturday morning last year.
Yeah.
They will do a event where they bring in some of the kids from the children's networks, like Diamond Children's Network and stuff like that.
Yep.
They'll bring in some of the military families who their kids have some difficulties.
Okay.
They'll bring in other kids with either whether it be mental or physical disabilities. They'll bring them in, and they all come in an hour early so they can enjoy the con without everyone here.
Oh, got it.
And the thing was, there was this little boy who he had Down syndrome, and he was having a really hard time with the experience. And his dad kept trying to get him to take pictures with everybody. And it took a little while, and I showed him who I was under my Deadpool. So I pulled up the mask, and he wasn't having it. Later on downstairs in the convention, I saw him again. And he was, kind of standoffish with me. And if any kids are ever standoffish, I kind of back up a little bit. When I backed up, he took a step forward. So I noticed it, and I took a step back, and he took a step forward. So then I took a step forward, he took a step back, I took a step forward, he took a step back, I waved, he waved, and then he took a picture with me. And his dad was almost in tears because that was the only picture they got.
Oh.
And it was one of those special moments that I was able to give that family something, and especially that little boy.
That's beautiful.
And those moments are what makes it worth it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing it this year as well. The Little Heroes is one of my favorite things about any con.
Yeah.
Because they actually take the time.
That's going to take place tomorrow morning.
It will.
Same thing, a little
the
bit
con
earlier for you.
We'll open up an hour early, and we'll be in outfits an hour early just to be there for those kids.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. That's awesome.
It's a wonderful experience.
That's cool. So for Arizona Cosplay, is there any requirement for like in some of the groups they're themed?
Yeah.
So like if you're in, what is it, DC?
Justice League of Arizona.
Justice League of Arizona.
Yeah.
So for like Justice League of Arizona, you're obviously all in DC. DC characters.
DC,
Heroes United was Heroes. The Umbrella Corporations.
Umbrella Corporation's Resident Evil.
You have new Arizona Republic, which is all Fallout related thing.
Arizona
So do you have?
Avengers are all Marvel.
Right? Is there a theme for Arizona cosplay, or is it just bring yourself, bring a cosplay, and be a part of the group?
I will give the other group credit. They were more or less kind of what we are, where you can wear whatever franchise. They weren't just heroes, but the name is misleading.
Yeah. I kind of, I guess you could have been, you can be any,
again,
but most of the people seem to be like heroes in like a lot of the times.
They do gravitate toward that.
But then, there was Ryu, I think was one. So I get it.
I'm just trying to be as cool as I can with all the groups and everything.
Of course.
So with ours, we don't have a problem with what you want to wear.
Yep.
As long as it's child friendly.
Okay.
No hate no hatefulness in it. And if
Yeah.
you're playing a character who's not child friendly, but their outfit is, we require that you don't play the character. But you can, tone it down.
Yeah.
Because we want everybody to have a family friendly experience because
Yeah.
of what we do.
Right, right. Do you think that people, I was talking to Jinx earlier prior to your interview, and she was telling me that like there's one of the things that happens in the cosplay space, and I don't know if it's necessarily the cosplayers or the people that are seeing the cosplayers, but there can be kind of like flack sometimes when someone's portraying something differently, or maybe they're acting out it differently. Have you ever found that someone has done a cosplay that's been like a villainous cosplay or whatever, but then they're acting it in a friendly way that people don't like that, or do you not find that to be a thing? Like, would the people get upset if someone was not acting the way in which that character acted in whatever franchise they're from?
So
does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I totally get it. So sometimes people will get a little upset at you. That's more or less like the super fans of the character.
Like Dustin.
But
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I thought you were talking about Dustin Dial. He's the
No,
leader of
no,
Justice
no,
League.
no,
I was
no.
like, oh, whoa.
No.
Oh, what did I get into?
Yeah, so
No,
Dustin's
yeah.
Dustin's
I get
someone
you.
we pick on for tech.
Yeah, for sure. So I play a lot of villains.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Green Goblin, Doctor
Right.
Doom, all that.
But
kind
you're
of
always
stuff.
nice as Green Goblin.
Yes.
Or you do a scene with Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I don't believe in playing the character if it's going to be to the detriment of everybody around
Correct.
me.
100%. Yeah.
Like I'm not going to tell somebody no for a photo if that character wouldn't take a photo with you.
Right.
I'm just myself in every outfit.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm kind of a soft-spoken person, so people can't hear me anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I try to be as nice as I can to people and as courteous as I can to people, and I find most people are very receptive of it. I've had a couple experiences where people are like, "That's not that character,"
Yeah.
and it's like, "You're right, it's not." But I'm also I'm a person,
Yeah.
Like I'm out here to not necessarily play a character, but to use a character in a way that can benefit, everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I don't know if you,
No, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead, Kyle.
So when you were talking about flack, though, there is something that we just had an experience with this. There's a girl here who's cosplaying Overhaul from My Hero Academia. She bought her stuff, and it was a problem for some people that she bought her stuff. And we had explained to her, me and Danielle, who will be on here tomorrow.
Yep.
We explained to her, you're just as much a cosplayer as everybody else. It doesn't matter if it's bought or if it's built. There's no need to disrespect anybody for any of that. And she had a moment where she was like, "That's super sweet," because
Yeah.
I think that they've had a problem with that in the past, and that's not
Yeah.
something to ever be accepted
Yeah, that's awesome.
in our community, at least in my opinion. Like
Yeah, of course.
everybody's going to be different.
Of course. Yeah. So this is Kyle Ravencraft Cosplay, part of the Arizona Cosplay Group. You can check out his group in the Cosplay Hall upstairs from the arena at Tucson Comic Con. And again, we'll be streaming live August 29th is over. 30th and 31st, so Saturday and Sunday. So, Kyle, thank you so much for this interview. I'm going to have you back on Sunday because I definitely want to talk about the piece that you gave away for charity. There was a charity piece. Is there a piece that you made, or was that from a previous con?
Yes. Are you talking about for the silent auction?
Yes, for the silence
there's
auction.
Actually 5 pieces over
See,
there.
so he
of mine.
made 5 pieces over there. So I definitely want to
Yeah.
talk to you about that. So we'll
Yeah,
have
for
you back
sure.
on
We can
Sunday.
talk about all that.
But the con is getting ready to shut down, and we probably have to do a raffle or something from what I'm thinking. So we're gonna set up to do that. But thank you so much,
Yeah, for sure.
Kyle. I appreciate it. We'll see you on Sunday, and we'll see Danielle, someone else from Arizona Cosplay, tomorrow to talk about foam.
You'll see Brandon, too.
And I'm going to see Brandon as well, and we're going to have a great conversation with Jinx and probably Chuck about foam, because ever since Game On, we talk a lot about foam, and we're going to be talking about foam tomorrow as well. But again, my name's Jeremy. I am one of the co-hosts of Mercury. Our show goes live on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, except for when these live events. My co-host is usually Trey, but at the live events, I have Joey, I have Jinx, I have Chuck to help me out. We have a great time, and I am super, super excited to be coming at you the rest of the weekend. As I always say, be thankful, grateful, and kind, and we will talk with you guys soon. Bye.